water resource engineering, geotechnical engineering, and construction engineering law. And then there is a program called Masters of Engineering Management, which is offered in construction management. So the first important specialization is structural engineering, and this is the oldest program offered by the university. When the university became a university from college in 1977, so this was in 1979 that we started offering masters in structural engineering. And of course, structural engineering revolves around basically the theoretical and applied knowledge related to the analysis and design of different structures, structural systems, buildings, bridges, and so on. And of course, the program as it is designed, it focuses on solving industry problems, and it's entirely based on meeting the requirements of the industry. And of course, being the oldest program, we have produced the largest number of graduates or postgraduates from structural engineering. About 1,500 graduates have completed successfully this program. And of course, our graduates have been working not only in Pakistan in the local industry, but all over the world as well. Now, let me quickly take you through the scheme of studies. As you are familiar that there are 30 credit hours to be completed for the program, 5 comprising of compulsory courses. So these are the 5 core courses. You should be familiar with the areas, talking about advanced reinforced concrete, structural dynamics, advanced mechanics of solids, mathematics, and advanced structural analysis. So these courses basically build on the core areas that were covered at the undergrad level, but now we are more focusing on the specialized area. You can select 5 optional courses or 3 optional courses with an option of a thesis. So we offer a large number of elective courses, and every semester these courses are available, and students actually have the option to select from this available list. So if you want to enroll in an optional course, every semester you will have the actual option or variety to choose the courses from. So these are all the courses that are being offered from time to time. We have a very experienced faculty in structural engineering. This is just the list, but we've got 10 PhD members within the department who are part of the faculty for the structural engineering stream. At the same time, we also invite experts from the industry, and we have adjunct faculty from the industry involved in the program as well. Of course, being the prime specialization in civil engineering, there's a lot of market value and employability options, and our graduates work in all the leading consultancy firms, in public and private sector organizations, not only locally, but all over the world as well. So you can see some of the leading organizations, including consulting firms, including construction firms, and so on. As we are trying to obviously promote the thesis option or the research option, so I'm just going to highlight what are the potential areas of research where once you enroll in a master's program and you opt for a thesis option, you may like to enroll on. So we are talking about advanced constitutive modeling, looking at the material behavior at the macro level and at the micro level, and incorporating these material models into different numerical schemes like finite element method and so on. This is one potential area. Of course, structural engineering, we focus on not only analysis, but design of large span structures, bridges, as well as tall buildings, which have unique issues. At the undergrad level, we generally teach the basic analysis and design, focusing on the member level, and we try to integrate it at the structure level, but we don't look at very specialized structures like bridges or high-rise buildings or tall structures. So the focus would be on response of these specialized structures. Then, of course, there are different types of loads which are acting on a structure. Generally, at the undergrad level, we focus on gravity loads, little bit of emphasis on the lateral loads, especially the seismic loads or the earthquake loads, but there are other extreme loading conditions which must be considered on these structures. For example, in case of a blast or an explosion, what could be the potential impact on a structure? In case of an earthquake, of course, you have basic knowledge where we try to model earthquakes using equivalent static approaches, but there are advanced modeling approaches where we consider detailed nonlinear time history analysis and pushover analysis and so on. So we are looking at these extreme loading conditions and the response of the structure under these loading conditions. Of course, when we look at the structures, we have a large infrastructure comprising of existing structures which may have been designed properly, which may not have been designed properly, or they may be subjected to some accidental loading conditions leading to failure, deterioration, and so on. So how we assess existing structures, how we investigate the structural failures, what is forensic engineering? This is of course another potential research area in structural engineering. Different codes and design philosophies which are evolving. The code-based designs are being now superseded by performance-based design. So we are going to look at the new codes and the new design philosophies as well. Of course, it's not necessarily possible all the time to test every structure physically. So we try to use computer software to model and simulate the structural response under different loading conditions. So the focus is on carrying out numerical modeling using finite element method and other numerical methods to model these structural responses. Let me just share a glimpse of what some of our structural engineers, graduates of NED, have been doing. This is one of our graduates who has been involved in the design of this unique bridge structure. Another recent graduate from Masters in Structural Engineering, you might have seen his flyer on the notice boards where he has been instrumental in design of largest cantilever structure. So this is just to give you a glimpse, and with a hope that some of you would definitely join the master's program, and especially if you join in structural engineering, maybe one day we can put up a slide showing your accomplishment to the audience. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, to brief you regarding specialization in construction management, I would like to request again Mr. Dr. Rizwanul Faruqi. So please come over to brief regarding specialization in construction management.
Thank you. Now, as was mentioned by Dr. Sanghi, that